What's going on, guys? I'm Planet Movies TV, and this is a trailer breakdown and things you missed video from the upcoming 2017 remake of Stephen King's It. As the trailer opens, we get to see the SS Georgie, which is of course a very faithful callback to the original source material where George folds himself a paper boat, and, well, you know the rest. As the camera kind of pulls back, we get to see more clearly Bill's room, and right here on his bed we can see a pen and paper, which is obviously alluding to the fact that when he gets older, he becomes a writer in both books and novel. Also on his desk, we can also see the Polaroids that come later in the trailer. Alright, this scene here actually confused a lot of people, myself included, because it comes off a bit humorous, the way that George gets his head knocked. The music actually comes to an abrupt stop, which gives us a very odd comedic feel. I'm not sure if that's what they were going for, but that's definitely how it comes off, not just myself included. As he gets up, though, we actually get a shot of something on the sidewalk, and I'm not too sure what it is. I wasn't able to find anything about it, but I've actually heard a couple theories that it's covering a storm drain, or it could be covering a storm drain, suggesting that someone knows or has come into an encounter with it. But it seems unlikely, but it's very fun to think about. And yes, we finally get our look at this new Pennywise in the storm drain, and it looks amazing. It looks so menacing and so terrifying. And right here we get a look at a sign that's been put up by the police department setting up a curfew of 7 p.m. For probably just all the residents of Derry. But it is notable that it's right outside Derry High School, so it could just be for students. And right here we get to see Patrick Hockstetter, which if you've read the books, you know that this is the guy who ends up getting killed by flying leeches by it. And also he's the one who killed his baby brother and actually got aroused while doing it. And it's very disturbing. He was purposely left out of the television version for obvious reasons. But it seems like we're actually going to get a version of him. I'm not sure if it's going to be the full version from the books or a toned down version. But given the rated R, we might actually see a very faithful adaptation of him. It's also very notable that right here on this pole, we actually see a bunch of little staples, and which could just be because it's an old pole, or maybe it's because there's been a lot of disappearances recently and that just get taken down because people give up. Right here we actually get to see the iconic library scene from the movies. Although they've switched the characters from it, I'm not sure if this one's going to be so funny though, judging by the very creepy introduction we got to this scene. Doesn't seem like we're going to get it jumping on things and spinning spinners or whatnot. Here we actually get to see the Losers gang in full, and I gotta say, they look great. They did really good on casting. It's actually what I envisioned them looking while reading the book. This looks amazing, and just a little side note, that this is the kid from Stranger Things, so this better be good. Here we see Henry Bowers, who is a very, very important character of the book, and probably the most notable human antagonist of the books and movies. Henry Bowers is the leader of the Bowers gang, and they're just known for being, bit of dicks, bit of assholes, but they will eventually, here and especially in the movie, they're gonna get their comeuppance some point. Here we get a very scary looking scene of it coming after the Losers Club with his claws out, and it is extremely scary, and it's a very noticeable deviation from the television miniseries, where we actually only see it actually kind of just, trying to scare them the entire time, not really trying to threaten their lives, just spooking them, which I think that this movie is trying to purposely get away from, which is going to play out great, because we actually get to see what kids do in a situation when they're actually being hunted down and try to be killed, which is very interesting to see, I think. Also, Stranger Things kid is thinking that screaming at a child with asthma is actually going to help his asthma. here is the basement scene, and then this is the point in the trailer where I assume most people just clicked off the video because of how creepy it was getting, and I love it. Actually, right here, we can see that its eyes are not reflecting yellow. They're actually reflecting black. And it's very unlikely that this is just an editing error. It's intentional. So, I don't know. Maybe it just has to do with the fact that he's actually an alien from a different dimension, but I'm not really sure. So leave your theories down below. I'm not quite sure on that. Also, right here, his eyes aren't even looking in the right direction. I heard a pretty cool theory that it's actually because he's a spider in his true form, and he's just kind of looking around. But it seems like it's just another fear tactic that he's trying to scare Bill with. And this image right here, actually, it's like only up for a split second, but it's actually the first look that we get of the entire full outfit of Pennywise the Clown in this new reincarnation. And am I the only one who's noticing the buck teeth? I really haven't seen many people freaking out about this, but I don't know, it kind of works for him. I know it's pretty big deviation, but I don't know, it works. Guys, now that was all I was able to find in this trailer. If I missed anything, please leave a comment telling me what I missed. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, just go ahead and subscribe. I upload every Monday and Friday. Alright, thanks you guys for watching, and bye-bye.